Right, you know, this product here made me millions, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you exactly how that happened. So in the last video I explained how I got to the highest of heights, and then very early in my journey it dropped down, made the millions, lost them, nearly went bankrupt for a lot of reasons. If you haven't watched that, go check that out. But today I'm going to be showing you the whole operation of how I'm going to be scaling a multi 8-figure business, and hopefully you're going to see it all and enjoy it today. Alright, so sweet. So behind me you can see a warehouse. We're actually going to get to that later on. The main business is upstairs that we're going to talk about, because I'll touch upon that and what it means. Come with me, we're going to run upstairs, show you the team, show you the operation, show you what we've got going on, to give you an understanding of what we're doing. And like I said, built it all back, doing some mad stuff right now, and you're going to see it all today, so let's roll. Right, cool. So if you don't know who I am and you haven't seen the last video, I'm Jack Dams. I've run a lot of e-commerce businesses in my past. I've done some amazing service-based businesses as well, grown a social media profile, basically generated millions and millions in many different aspects from my business journey. I'm 23 years old, I started at 19. So yeah, some very, very exciting stuff. And right now we're running TikTok shop brands, so we own them in-house, and we also are an award-winning agency. We drive mad numbers for the brands we work with. It's a B2B service, which is very, very different to what we've done before, but the way we've scaled it in the past 12 months is ridiculous, and that's what you're going to see a bit of today. So now we're going to go through the whole operation, and you get to see everyone what they're all doing. And this here, yeah, this has not been pre-planned at all, but I'm going to introduce you to everyone. We'll see what they're saying, we'll see how shy they might be or might not be, but I've told them all to be chill, so we'll jump in. Team, this is the YouTube video. Might have to introduce everyone, so we're going to start with Big Jake. Big Jake, if you know me, you've seen Jake before. I don't do this with all the staff. Jake's more like a brother than he is a staff member. But yeah, Jake's been a big part of the operation since Jack's Amazon Club days. If you know, massive part of scaling up the Amazon business as well. Just part of all of it, basically. Unsung hero, basically. Brains at the back of the organisation. And here we are now. Jake joined what we're doing happening here now, 3 months into starting it off, I guess, and then ever since has been the backbone, as he was with all the other businesses. So no surprise there. Then we got Bella. Yeah, we got Bella, office, dog. No, my joke, she's just here today because I'm having carpet exchange, so that's that. Felipe, one of the newest members of the team. Now, tell everyone how amazing you are.
I'm great, honestly.
He's great. So, ads manager basically. So, Felipe gets stuck into the numbers, makes sure everything's looking good, runs the ads for the clients and the brands we work with, and just brings a level of knowledge that I never had, because if you know me, when I sold on Amazon, we never really did ads that much, and Amazon ads are really like simple PPC, whereas there's a lot more to it with TikTok and TikTok shops, and there's a lot of other momentum that goes into it, which might lead on to someone else, which is like live streaming, for example. Live streaming comes into play, affiliates come into play, and all that kind of thing with TikTok shops. So then we have Kyla, who is super excited to be on camera. Kyla, tell them what you do and how good you are at it.
I just do live stream operations for TikTok marketing, and I'm alright at it.
Yeah, solid, as good as they come, because the funny thing about the industry we're in, yeah, is it's so new. We're learning very quickly every day. So like, I'm bringing new team members on. Obviously, you're going to see them all today. Bringing new team members on, right? And I'm like, here's your role, but I haven't got a clue how to do it. So we're just going to be learning together, and fingers crossed it goes well. Then we got Dan, aka Diablo, as well. Yeah. Jack's Amazon Club OG, made it the whole way through. Dan's actually got 2 days left here. 2 days left here. Now this is actually going to be a big shout out, yeah? So you've all seen the cars, see the Lamborghini outside, etc. Everyone asks, yeah, how have you been insured on these motors and these cars throughout these years? And Dan's actually the man. So Dan runs an insurance business and gets people, not the dodgy stuff, the actual proper quotation stuff. Yeah, proper good car insurance quotes. And he literally got me insured on my first Porsche at £1,400 on my first year. I was 19 years old. Oh, no, was I 18? Jake was 18. 18, yeah?
Yeah.
18, so 18, £1,400 on a Porsche, fully legit insurance, and I had to claim on it as well, and it worked quite nicely, so that was good. So yeah, that's Dan. Dan, you're the partner this Friday to make sure, yeah, basically that business is popping off well for him, so he's going to go and smash that, and it's been a mad journey, but obviously, yeah, the build up of TikTok market in the past kind of 6 to 8 months, Dan's been supporting and just helping us get some solidification, if that's even a word.
Before we move on, Dan, let me ask you, how's it been working for Jack this whole time?
It's been mad. It's been a crazy journey. Yeah, it's been through all the ups and the downs, and yeah, I mean, it's been wild. I've had amazing time, and yeah, it's been incredible. So
that's it. Started off in dingers. Dan's got a cold M2 competition. I don't know if you've seen it, but what's that? Was social Dan D6? What's your socials? Dan underscore George 1999. We'll put it up on the screen. Hit up Dan if you need some good insurance, because we don't do it. Yeah, fine, yeah. Hit up Dan if you want some good insurance, because he's the bee's knees will save you a load of money. And here we have Finley and Ting, some of the newest members of the team. They are literally the powerhouses in growing the brands we bring on with Tick Marketing, so the main points of contact. So between the two of them, I'll give an example. Like we've onboarded 2 brands very, very recently, and they've got like hundreds of affiliates in for those brands, getting them moving very, very quickly, way faster than anyone could like do it for themselves or brands could do it for themselves. We spent the past 2 years building up a lot of leverage with this, with affiliates, people we know, nurturing them, training them, and obviously we utilise those in-house to make sure the brands that we work with are smashing it. Anything to say from the team?
Loving it so far. I've been here 3 months and yeah, loving getting stuck into the brand strategy side of things.
Probation day yesterday, right?
Today.
Was it today probation day? Oh. Well, it was a great night. No, I'm joking. It's absolutely smashed it. And Ting, what do you think so far?
Amazing 3 months so far here. Amazing boss and amazing colleague.
There we go. That's one thing we're very proud of. We've got a good environment. We were actually out last night celebrating Chinese New Year. So Ting's from China, and Ting was teaching us about all the not delicacies. What's the word? Traditions and the culture and everything like that. For example, what was this called, Ting? Hongbao.
We call it hongbao, yes, as like in English, red packet.
Red packet. There we go. And the rule is like employer or typically parents in China would give it to the children, and then they open it when you're away from them, and it's got like gifts or money in it or whatever. So
tell me one thing you learned last night.
One thing I learned last night. I did learn a little bit. Yeah. So hang on. Wait, tell me what is it? Gong Si Fat Tai. That means have good fortune.
Yeah.
Yes. I remembered it. I just wanted to double check that was the right way of saying it. So that's obviously the main part of the team there. Rachel's not in today. There's 2 people who are virtual currently, and we've got some more team in here. What's your name, mate? Sorry?
No, you're right, mate. There's Barrett. How you doing?
If you haven't seen Big Barrett, you clearly don't scroll on social media. So the reason Big Barrett's here is because we're partners on a brand that has absolutely just annihilated the TikTok shop platform. We spoke about it, obviously, we've been good friends for a little while, and when TikTok started popping off, I was like, Theo man, listen, there's a big opportunity here. Let's get in one way, shape or form. Obviously, we went into a supplements brand for people who have got muscles, clearly.
Yeah, personal branding was the one.
There we go.
Personal branding was key, getting it in, pushing it in, and we made the dance happen, man.
Straight up, so that's a multi-million pound business within very, very quick. So it's e-commerce strictly, but yeah, absolutely smashed it, bringing out loads of product lines. And this is a good time to introduce Sammy, who's watching the live stream going on right now.
That's it, cool.
So Sammy is our brand manager. So as an agency, obviously we get brands exploding on the platform, and the meanwhile because we can't take everyone on board, right, and we're very, very high demand, we obviously look for an ideal clientele or an ideal type of client, right? But if we can't specifically find one of those on the day, we're then developing brands and products, etc. And Sammy is going to be our brand manager to get those popping off and make things happen and bring a lot of I love that word today, innit? Solidification is a new one for all of our vocabulary today. To bring a lot of continuity, I think is the one, continuity with it. Yeah, because hitting hard, driving revenue, but I think the continuity and the more minor detail, that's stuff I've always been pretty shit with. And then I thought Theo might have been great, but Theo was also crap at the minor detail, so we're just like, cool, let's drive it and then get someone to manage it, and that's Sammy. So we've got a lot of brands coming in, so Sammy's going to be super busy, so that's that. Sammy, anything to say? Enjoying it so far or what? Loving it, there we go, bosh. And then we have Danielle, who's so excited to be on camera today. So excited, like couldn't contain her excitement. Danielle, so I mentioned in the last video, there was 2 of us 12 months ago to this day. There was 2 of us in here. It's quite sick actually. There was 2 of us in here 12 months ago. We were literally sat in that corner. There was no other desks in here, in there. Just 2 of us in this entire building. Just with a big dream, big opportunity, big road ahead as well. And we were like, yeah, cool. Danielle had experience in the influencer marketing industry and the recruitment industry. Like I said, I needed to make that hire, and then Danielle came on board. And it kind of all happened from there. It's been a mad 12 months ago. And Danielle, tell them about your experience so far.
Yeah, I mean, since I started, everything's changed about 20 times.
It's been 50 times.
Yeah, but no, it's been unreal, the journey, and to see what it is now compared to what it was when we first started. Yeah, I'm excited.
Pretty wild. Did you reckon we were going to do what we did in 12 months?
I had a feeling that we was going to make something good, but I didn't quite know it was going to be this good.
Yeah. We got a funny story we'll tell in the future, but very early on, someone tried to poach Danielle, and basically left me hopeless because it was like way higher pay pack, way higher everything else like that, and it would literally left me on my ones and starting all over again. But saw the vision, and here we are today. And put it this way, if Danielle took that deal, it would have been a bit of a stinker, to be fair.
I want to hear from you if you don't mind. Why didn't you take the deal?
It's actually a sticky one because looking back at it, the situation I was in, like anyone would take the deal. But I think going with gut feeling.
There we go. We were gonna make it. That's it. And then of course, we call her Queen Stacy in the building. We do. Do you know what I think they'd like to hear? How we actually ended up here? Like, let's go like 3 years back.
3 years
or 4
back.
even, was it?
4 years back.
4 years.
Do you want me to tell that story?
Go for it.
Scrolling on TikTok one day,
What's a platform?
I see this young lad in this massive grey suit that's too big for him, this massive pink tie, thinking, what is this lad on about?
Oh yeah!
And then I see him again, and again, and again. I thought, oh, he knows what he's talking about. So I joined his Amazon mentorship, and he taught me how to do Amazon. I made a lot of money. I made more money than I did when I was working.
Oh, come on, listen. That's a side note. I don't do it anymore, which is fine. It is what it is. Here's a message that I would have liked to put out there openly, but I never really got to do it because it was like, had clients on who weren't doing too well. But anyway, Jack Samson's finished now. So the main thing is, what we teach and what we taught, it was as good as it was ever going to get. Like, if you couldn't make it successful based on what we taught, yeah, that says a lot about you. But anyway, that's that. But yeah, a lot of people got amazing results, and obviously Stacy was one of them. So Stacy was making crazy money. Sorry, Stacy, carry on.
No, that's fine. So yeah, I did Amazon for a while, and then I got a message about a year and a half ago to say, do you know what, I've got this new thing, do we fancy jumping on and making some money? I was like, yeah, go on, I'll give it a go. And it was TikTok shop, selling Jack's brand on TikTok. So
Come on.
Whole new industry, learning how to do that. Again, made a shitload of money. And then I just kept pestering him for a job. So here I am.
There we go. So not quite sure what Stacey's doing yet, but she's here and we're working it out. No, I'm joking. No. So Stacey's like customer success operations manager. So obviously bringing on brands. Stacey's making sure that the brands that come on board, they're getting the right service, they're getting the right deliverables as well. And again, we call it like the wind and the water. The water's the calm, the wind's the craziness. Like, Stacy was the first big step in. As I said, right, I want to build this into a very, very valuable company, very, very valuable business, and it was like, I couldn't do that based on how I am, because I think play to your strengths and hire to your weaknesses, yeah? I'm very fast, I'm very impulsive, I'm very quick, but my work on the details is not, it's not great. So Stacy keeps us out of trouble. Stacy makes sure that the finer details are always worked on, and obviously keeps the team together, keeps the team trained and accountable, and yeah, it's going pretty nicely, to be fair. So yeah, no complaints there. Oh, we have a late visitor, Rachel, who is like head of creator partnerships and TAP. I get you. Do you want to explain what you do for us, Rachel?
Okay, so I run TikTok TAP campaigns, and what that looks like is I would typically manage brand campaigns, managing the products, the samples that get sent out to all the creators, make sure we pick aligned creators who drive GMV sales, and we will manage them from start to finish, and just it helps you reach the goals that you need for your products, brand awareness, but also the main goal, income.
That was see that there, team? That's how it's done. That's how it's done. I know you've been waiting months for that. Yeah, sweet. It was Rachel's birthday on the weekend as well, so that's after a good few nights out. So you know she smashed it there. My little office. There's been loads of rearranges and changes, like ridiculous amounts of rearranges and changes actually. But yeah, this is where I work when I can or when I need to. If I'm not out there with the team or in the meeting rooms with the teams or out and about doing stuff or whatever. But this all changed in December, so obviously we've gone from literally a team of 2 in there to the big team that we have now. And bear in mind there are 2 people who aren't here today as well, so it's getting very, very busy. My pride and joy is coming up now though. The team love this one, but I'm trying to work out. Actually, you know what? I'm going to let the comments decide. Team, I'm going to let the comments decide about this coffee machine and whether I charge you for it. Fair or no?
Yeah, we'll comment on it.
Yeah,
Don't comment on
and
it.
your comments don't count. So we got this machine in, yeah? Mad money. Well, the machine's like 8 grand, I think, but like I didn't pay that. We're just leasing it because why spend 8 grand on a coffee machine? What a bit of kit. What do we fancy today? Hot chocolate? That'll take half an hour to come from Starbucks, at least 40 minutes, and comes lukewarm. I got it for time saving and money saving, because you know what I'd do? I'd walk in the morning, I want a Starbucks. And I'm just saving myself money, like, I still might charge these guys. But I'd walk in the morning and I'm like, and this was fine, and I got into a habit of it. But because we grew so quickly, it used to be, like, it was just me, Jake, Kyla, and Danielle. So I could just go in the morning, I'd go, guys want a coffee, and it would be like 20 quid. But now I go in the morning, is anyone want a coffee? And I'm like, cool, I've got this, all these little changes in milk and oats and soya milk and different flavours and all that stuff. And then it's like, come to the end of it, and I'm spending like £60 or £70 a day on coffees. So I'm like, and then when anyone else gets a coffee, I see them like kind of like sneaking and hiding it away and try and meet the delivery man around the back because they don't want to spend £70 on a round of coffees, which is very fair. So yeah, I got this for a lot of reasons, but mainly to save myself money and save the team. Let me know in the comments. I want to know, right? Charge them or not? We'll give it a week, and then the one that outweighs the other. I was saying £1 of coffee. I'm thinking, come on, that's cheap. You're paying like £3, £4, £5, £6 anywhere else. But what we're gonna do now is we're gonna run to the other side of the building. So this is all kind of a work in progress. You'll start seeing like what the front end looks like. So obviously you've seen the back end team, what they do, what they manage, and then of course we're gonna show you what we've got building, what we've got going on, and where some of the sales come from, I guess.
So make sure you're grabbing them. We'll start one up for you guys, but if you have any questions at all, then do let me know as well. That's why I'm on the live at the end of the
There we go, so some sales going on. He's doing alright. I think he's done about 400 or 500 quid so far this hour, which is good news. This is James. James is behind that camera, workspace, where he cracks on with the editing. A lot of people have been saying they're loving the content recently, and James is the man behind the magic, basically. So this is the meeting room. This is where we have our team meetings, and we work with, we speak with clients, get them up on the board. I also do a lot of teamwork in here. So yesterday we was in here, I was actually sat with the account manager. So the thing I'm trying to do right now, I do a lot of research into competitors and what they do, and I try and find out the biggest downfalls of them, and find their weaknesses, strengthen up there, and obviously we have our USPs and the things we do really well as well. But yesterday the main thing for the meeting was like, we're providing a service, we're providing a baseline level of service, which a lot of agencies could. It's a good service, but how can we like keep leveling up? Even though we don't need to, because like realistically, the clients we're working with, if their product's right for the platform, they'll always do well, right? Because our strategies are unmatched. How can we make it such an exceptional service? Like, and this is I think a big thing in business. Like people don't always realize it. I haven't run an agency before. This is the first time I've probably done this, and I'm still learning every single day, right? But I think there's basic principles of business that you can follow, which I think will help you in any industry. And for me, I'm like, well, we're doing really well. We're getting ridiculous amount of inbound. Everyone wants to work with us, and that's really great news. But obviously, we can't work with everyone. We try and keep quality over quantity. But like the quality of what we're doing is great. But how can we keep moving the needle? How can we keep on being better? Because what I've realised is no matter how good you think you are, there's always an excessive amount of improvement you can actually make. And yes, that's what that meeting was about yesterday. So we were just talking about like how we can make the service better, how we can create more pools of leverage for the account managers to get more results for the brands. Not that the brands are asking for more results, it's just a case of like how can we double and triple down to keep impressing them. And yeah, that's what that was about. So we won't show too much on what's actually on the board, but yeah, that was that. So we came away with like 6 important action points, and the team are working on that today, going through it, having team meetings and one-to-ones to make sure we're implementing that. Because what I do is obviously I give the goal and the target, I bring the bright idea into the room, and they are the team who will go and execute it to the highest of quality. Because a big part of what I'm doing right now is I want a team who are better than me, and they like really are. It's an incredible group of people there with like masses of different skills. But the reality is, like, if you want to get anywhere, in my opinion, you need to hire people that are better than you, and you need to hire people who complement your weaknesses, right? So you can obviously have the full spiral and circle. I'll do another video about that another day though, because I learned some great stuff as a business coach I worked with. I learned some great stuff from him about building a team and about how the best ways of doing it, and something called wealth dynamics, which is like what you are, what your flow is, where you work best as you are, like you know, as an individual. I think I mentioned it in the CEO Cast podcast is in actually as well. And then obviously you need to go ahead and find, you know, the rest of the individuals who can complement your style, and obviously, you know, reinforce the weaknesses that you might have in your business. So this is the new side of the building. Reason there's 4 desks in here, they're not completely set out yet, but the reason there's 4 desks in here is we need to move 4 individuals in here, 2 aren't here, they'll obviously be sitting in here, and we just need to declutter it. It's crazy in there at times. So yeah, so this is the only live room that's not being utilised right now, but this is a little bit of what it looks like. So we do like 4K production for the brands that we work with, right? So we'll have it moderated here, we'll have everything checked out, we use the proper studios, we've got all the kit. These things cost like thousands and thousands to get out. You have like high power computers, you know, 3 grand or something, so I don't even understand it either. But yeah, so we'll have a live streamer in here, building up the brand, telling people how amazing it is. Now live streaming is a bit of a weird one right now because it's not natural. Like, it's really not natural. People, like, realistically, the amount of you guys watching this, how many of you have ever bought off a live stream? Probably 5-10%. Like, it's not a natural way of shopping in the West yet. However, TikTok and I guess social commerce in general is investing a lot into pushing people that way, and building that into the general e-commerce infrastructure, I guess, because I don't know if you hear that shouting, but that's Ryan in the live studio. We'll go say hello to him in a minute. They're investing a lot into building it into the infrastructure, so in a couple of years' time, live streaming is going to ROI massively. But right now, aim for break even so you can understand the right strategies and find the best way to get out there to your audience. The reality is, yeah, it's going to take some time to get the whole world kind of used to the live shopping scene. But when it does come, there's going to be big money. And obviously we're investing in multiple studios, loads of kit, loads of stuff, amazing strategies as well. So Kyla, she said she does right at it, but she's the best in the business, like unbelievable. Like so that Jake and Kyla single-handedly have done a single live stream that done over £55,000 in a day. 55 grand in a day on a live stream, like that is crazy. And that was obviously good money for that one. Took a lot of prep and a lot of stuff, but defo downsold herself there because yeah, she's absolutely wicked at what she does. This is like where the live streams can come in and chill out because it was all good, but then it was like, if we got for 3 live streams going on, we've got 3 extra people chilling in there and it's too much. And there's obviously different conversations, we don't want to hear have people overhearing, etc. So live stream, a chill area, most of the time they're kind of in and out. Everything's going well in here.
Hello, Laura. The giveaway is ending in 20 seconds, and this is what we're talking about here too. We've got all the electrolytes for you at the price you want them for, $13.59. Last for the next 5 seconds. Let's get it in, team. Do not let this opportunity slip. We've got the team in here with 20,000 likes, and this is what we're talking about.
And that's why that kind of business is not for everyone. Hear that energy, built for it, made for it. One thing we do is we spend a lot of time and effort. Like, so that's a very good friend of mine, Ryan, who you're definitely going to see on this channel. At some point we're going to have a vlog channel as well, because me and Ryan just mess about and have a laugh. But actually, Ryan started my first ever TikTok brand with me as well, which we've done millions with, made a ridiculous amount of money with, and he's head of content here now. So that's his role at Tick Marketing. He runs the content side of things, so the live streaming he does a lot of, but also the social media aspects, and obviously just being a good vibe, mate. He's one of my best pals and one of the greatest people on this planet, on planet Earth. So we have a good laugh. We're going to start a vlogging channel, which will be pretty funny. Not so much, well, a little bit of business, but not so much. So for example, we're going back to India. If you know about India, a lot of shit happened in India, but we're going to go back there very soon. That's a little tour of like the upstairs and what we've got going on, but mainly I guess in that main room is where all the magic happens, where they get the brands popping off. We provide a great service, and obviously in here we make the ideas and the strategy to keep that improving and increase our capacity as well. Everything for me, my opinion, to scale this, I ask myself the question every day: how can we increase the capacity of the work we can do and not drop off slightly on the quality of work we provide? So actually, realistically, what we want to do is increase our capacity at the same time we're increasing our quality. The team are doing a seriously good job on that. It's just like, honestly, it's just been like an amazing journey so far. Like, obviously, I know I mentioned in the other video, if you can definitely have a little watch of that and see, it'd be great. But a lot of people are like, why did you obviously leave that business? Obviously explain that in that. But realistically, whether it went great or not, whether I left that business or not, this is the opportunity I had to double and triple down on. So we're not just running this business, we have changed the platform like ridiculous amounts. The strategies we brought to market have changed it globally. Like, there are huge companies who do tens of millions in the US who have tried to replicate what we've done, and I think one just about managed to do it, and they didn't make any profit doing it either. Yeah, very spectacular way of making it happen. Like I say, winning loads of awards. A lot of people want to work with us. They've had fun, it's mad. We just doubled down in 12 months, and we've been able to build something significant. And like I say, I think this 12 months, the growth has been good. I think I could have grown it a hell of a lot more if I had more cash. Obviously, you'll know the story if you watched the last video. But if I had more cash, we'd have grown 3-4 times faster, just because it's been bootstrapped, which means I want to hire at times, but I can't, because we need to obviously build up the capital and the capital reserves. But we've done that very quickly. So this year we're in more of a position to be a bit more risky, scale up as quickly as we want to. So I do believe 2025 is going to be a spectacular year, because even though 2024, a lot of shit hit the fan for me, it was still, in regards to progress, and that's why I'm grateful, I guess, for it as well. In regards to progress, it was still as good as anyone could wish for in 10 years, right? So that's where we're at. And that's a tour of upstairs. That's a tour of what we've got going on. We're going to come back up here in a minute, and I want to kind of explain to you, I want to give you guys as much value and much information about how I did what I did and why I did what I did. And I think the powerful lessons I've learned, so hang tight for that. But we'll go check downstairs, show you kind of the operation of the e-commerce brands and the business we got downstairs, which is a side thing. Like, the e-commerce is literally a very, very side thing. We're an agency, so we do it for e-commerce brands. We don't ship their products or anything like they do all of that. We just do the TikTok shop side of things, but we have a little bit of that going on downstairs, so we'll go and show you, and then we'll come back up here, and everything I did to build a multi-million-pound empire from the ground up with not a penny to invest in it since January last year, I'll put down on the table, and hopefully you take a lot of value out of it. Appreciate your business, and thank you. Hope your staff enjoy these. The staff won't. I fucking will. Free brownies, perfect, thank you very much. A great company, by the way, I will give them a little bit of a shout out. This is what you call great business. Big thank you to Admiral Vendon, who we actually got the coffee machine off, obviously showed you that. Brownies, which I'll be trying out soon and not sharing with the team. But that's quite a nice bit. We actually do, I'll show you something quite cool. We do something similar as well. A big thing about starting off when we were starting out, like, I don't know if you've ever heard of lumpy mail, but you can use it in marketing, or you can use it post-marketing or post-sale as well. But like sending someone something physical, like you could almost send that and say, we actually did this a few times. We'd send something to a prospective client, and we'd actually send, funny enough, we actually send brownies, but we put like QR code and stuff on it in videos. That's pretty cool. We send a note in there, and we just say, look, we hope this business partnership could potentially be as sweet as these lovely brownies we've sent you. Could be really, really cool. We send it in this box and show you. And I'm fully designed up. Start your TikTok journey today. There we go. That's that. Put a little box together. Put a little gift inside there for them. Pretty cool. We stopped doing that though because we stopped outbounding because our inbound became crazy. And that's another big thing as well, man. Marketing, if you're only doing outbound marketing, man, it's actually a lot of work to do. It's difficult, but if you can get as good a reputation as possible, people and clients will come to. I always say this, it takes one client to give an amazing service to absolutely smash it out of the park with, get those results, make some noise, and you're gonna get continual business. I don't know if any of you out there are running a service-based business, but be smart about everything you do and be intentional about everything you do as well. See people just sending emails like, oh, we want to work with you, how about we can do this for you? Like, be a bit creative, you know. And like I say, I've never ran a B2B business until this business, but still, the right ideas were, how can I know that this brand is going to do great on TikTok, they can have all of these companies reaching out to try and help them do it, how can we stand out from the crowd? And every time we did, and that's why all these other agencies that we kind of worked, that kind of existed before, we kind of leapfrogged above them in name and doing really nicely. So anyways, this is the e-com brands, I guess. There's two in here at this current moment in time. This is, I say, e-com TikTok shop only. So if you're a Shopify partner and you can do well, like really well, I mean, not, anyway, we've had some bad experiences. And we're looking for an Amazon partner as well. Even though I know how to do it, I can't be asked. Focus is a big thing in every business. Focus, focus, focus. If it ain't this, and towards that 8-figure target, multiple 8-figure target, I'm not involved. Yes, it would help towards it, but if there's an agency out there who can take the time off our back, drop me a message, I want to hear from you, that'd be great. But yeah, so a lot of orders going out here day to day. I think Royal Mail are due. So we've got a load of bags over here. I think it's like a day, that's a day's worth of orders, man. Literally flying off the shelf. Brand's a year old. Literally a year old. That's a whole bag. 48-hour tracks, another bag. Oh, it's half bag. Full bag, full bag, full bag, full bag, full bag. Full bag, mental. One day, it'd be like 400 or 500 orders. It's crazy, man. Crazy. I like to think we just, from the little lint shaver that we had, we were able to build brands like that consistently, and able to help other brands do that as well. Really, really magical. So yeah, it's been quite the journey. It's a massive pivot from where we were, and obviously I was known as Jack's Amazon Club once upon a time. And now I don't want anything to do with it because the opportunity at hand is amazing. And you know, usually people say don't pivot and don't look in other directions, but actually, I saw where this could go. I saw what I could do single-handedly with a brand that I just started out of the blue. I saw it, and I'm like, this is nuts. And I'm looking at, so when I saw those lint shavers, I'm like, I've sold them for £4 or £5 or whatever. They've charged me 5p or 10p as a fee. The customer paid for the shipping. I'm like, that is like ridiculous margins. Sell something for a £5 on Amazon, they're taking half of it straight away. So anyway, that was the decision we made, and obviously then we started the brand, and the brand gave me the similar evidence as well. Jump in, find out, and as soon as the business you're in gives you the evidence it could be good, hit it hard. Like, again, generally speaking, someone might just start a brand and keep churning on that, but I was like, no, I want to take over. I want to dominate as much as I possibly can. So yeah, we'll get the brands in, we'll keep pushing the brands. Then I'm like, do we do brand or agency? And I'm like, well, the agency model seems really good, and it's definitely got higher potential for long-term value as well. So I'm like, cool, we're going to smash that. Yeah, absolutely killed it with that. Like I said in the last video, like #1 partner, right? So it's yeah, going really crazy. And the nice thing about it is I chose to do that first. So I've now built a vehicle, and that vehicle can also support the brands that we're launching. Because I love e-commerce. Seeing something go from idea to selling just one unit is incredible, but seeing it and then like seeing what the branding looked like 6 months ago to what it looks like now, like the brand in those bags there, it looks insane. Like, I'm not even joking, it looks absolutely insane. Like you'll see it on the shop shelves near you very soon, because it's getting a lot of clout and we're getting a lot of interest in it. So yeah, nice. Yeah, really cool. But seeing it come to life and seeing the development over time, it's all part of the buzz. And that's one thing I learned. Big thing that I learned. The build and the struggle is so much more fun than the perceived target, right? So my targets now, I'm setting them like super high, like, and I think the thing is, I believe I will reach them, like with wholeheartedly will reach them, but I think the higher you set them, the more fun you can have in that journey. Like they say, the fun comes in the hunt and not the kill. Because when you get the kill, it's kind of like, okay, so for me, like originally having the Lamborghini was the kill. And I kind of got it and I'm like, oh, well, I'm 21 years old, I've got a Lamborghini, I've got 2 Porsches, I've got an AMG, I've got V-Class, loads of money in the bank, I feel great. So I got to the kill of more than what I ever thought I wanted to do. And it was a little bit like complacent and not boring, but I feel like I've done it. Me redefining my purpose for what I really wanted to do, because this is amazing, this is what I want to do, but I have a much larger goal in the medium term, which I'm not going to go into too much detail now, but like I said, I want to help a lot of people. I don't want to charge for it, but also I have a ridiculous amount of fun in helping other people see their shit come to life as well. Done it many a times again, especially with the TikTok brands. People go, oh, this is what we want for our brand, this is how we want to do it, and I can bring that to life. Again, if I look at my strengths, I can see things, I can see how can this drive revenue faster and higher, and now, I don't know what it is, I don't know what it is about me, but I've just done it very quickly, very many times. So I have I guess that not a natural gift, because it's taken some time to build up, but I have a gift of being able to look at a business, look at a brand and go, actually, here's how we blow it, and that's obviously not just e-commerce now, that's service-based and anything along those lines, and that's going to be a big part of my future of what I want to do. I want to be an investor into businesses, be an investor into people's dreams, and provide an infrastructure and have a business that can do that and support them in achieving those as well. And if we can get rich while we're doing it, then why not? But yeah, that's where we're going. That's a big purpose of mine. But in order for people to trust that we have the capabilities to do that, we need to get some big results first. And a lot of people perceive what we've done as big results, but actually, I don't think they're huge yet. Got a long way to go, you know. But that's what keeps us moving and keeps us alive. But this was started last year, hardly anything, and now it is a business that people would actually dream of. A business that I'm talking about specifically this brand here. A business that people would dream of, and a business that people would give everything they have for. And no, we're spot on enough to being able to make it happen in a year. We did it with the previous brand before that, and the brand before that, and multiple brands very quickly, and now the agency. And I guess that's what this is all about. So I guess to summarise, let's jump into my office. We'll sit down and talk about why I think I was able to do it and get here today where I am, and we'll go from there. So yes, everybody, that is the tour of the operation, the office, and the people involved right now. And realistically, the next video is going to be a lot more people. That's the way we're growing. But the reason I wanted to get this out there, like I said, right, I don't want to be out there when it's big, when I hit that big target. I want to show you guys my journey on the way there, because that's what that again is a big part of what I want to do. I want to inspire everybody. A lot of people out on social media are making content, doing this, flashing this, trying to sell you this. And reality is, you never get anywhere by doing that. My goal with this channel is to be able to show you that yes, I'm 23 years old, this is what I can do, this is what I have achieved, this is the amount of team I have, this is the operation we've got going on, this is the lifestyle that you can achieve, and the things you can achieve irrespective of your age. You could do this 2 years sooner if you put double the work in that I did, if you started a bit earlier than I did. Like, this is very possible for a lot of people. You just need to, number one, have that belief, and I do believe me putting this content out there and showing you guys what's real, because no one's doing this. Name another 23-year-old who's documenting it and showing you the reality. That's what winds me up about it all. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm doing this out of my time. Don't want to monetize it. Don't want to do this, that, the other. I want to just show you guys real and raw, to show you guys that the sky is not the limit. You can really do what you want to do. I've had the ups, I've had the downs. Come back up again. Had some more downs as well, and building it all back with something even bigger and better. This is my journey to the tens of millions, and I think the content that's going to follow from here is like the more intricate stuff. I've touched upon today a few things that I've learned that will help you in your business journey, don't matter what industry you're in. But more so, tips, tricks, techniques, things you should be looking at, mindsets you should be adopting, and things you need to be doing in order to drive revenue fast, grow your business as quickly as you want, achieve your targets I keep saying the word quick, but achieve your targets when you want them, not based on time constraints that the world puts on you, because that's what's meant to be normal. Oh, you're meant to have a nice car and a house at 60 or 50. Well, that's no fun. If you want it sooner, you can absolutely have it sooner. I want to be living proof and walking proof that that's possible, and I also want to provide you guys the inspiration and the knowledge on how to do that, what I've done, what I've learned. So if you're new here, make sure you subscribe. If you're not new here, make sure you leave a comment, make sure you share. Hope you enjoyed it today, and we'll see you in the next videos where we get a bit more into the nitty gritty of me showing you an actionable steps you can take to actually achieve the things you want in this life. No bullshit, no strings attached. So your dreams can turn into reality. And remember, stay loyal to your goals and they will stay loyal to you.